Have you ever felt lost, searching for something you can't find? That's where we meet Saul, tall, impressive, but today, just tired and discouraged. His father's donkeys were missing, so Saul and a servant searched everywhere, hill country, valleys, towns. No luck. Ready to give up, the servant remembered a prophet named Samuel nearby. Maybe he could help. But there was a problem. Tradition said, you brought a gift to a man of God, and they had nothing left. Saul felt empty, like many of us do when we want to seek God but feel we have nothing to offer. Then the servant found a small coin, a quarter shekel of silver. It wasn't much, but it was all they had. With that, they decided to seek Samuel's guidance. Sometimes, it's the smallest step of faith that changes everything. They turned toward the city, not knowing this simple act would alter their lives and the future of a nation forever. Saul's journey began with lost donkeys, but it was about to become something much greater. When we reach the end of our own strength, that's often when God's direction begins. The smallest offering, the simplest prayer, can open the door to a new path. Saul and his servant didn't need riches, just willingness to seek help. That's all God asks of us too. When you feel empty, remember, even a quarter shekel is enough. The journey to purpose often starts with a humble step. Don't let what you lack keep you from seeking what you need. Saul's story reminds us, God can use the smallest things for the greatest purposes. Sometimes, all it takes is turning toward hope. The future can change with a single, faithful decision. And so, with a coin and a question, Saul's destiny began. Life often feels like searching for lost donkeys, chasing after success, happiness, or peace, but coming up empty. We try harder, use our own maps, and end up exhausted. Eventually, we admit we're lost. It's not weakness, it's being human. The world says to be strong, solve it yourself, but that only leads to more frustration. Like Saul, we run out of resources and hope. But there's another way. When our wisdom ends, we can seek a higher wisdom. Saul's servant pointed to this. Look up, ask for help. The story isn't just about donkeys. It's about finding direction when you feel lost. When you're at your lowest, you might be closest to a breakthrough. Don't be afraid to ask for guidance. Sometimes, the courage to seek help is the first step to finding your way. We all wander, but we don't have to wander alone. The path to purpose often starts with admitting we need direction. Saul's journey shows us, when we stop pretending and start seeking, new doors open. You're not alone in your search. The answer may be closer than you think. All it takes is the willingness to ask. That's how lost souls find their way home. When life overwhelms, the wisest thing we can do is seek God. We try to fix things ourselves, but we weren't meant to carry every burden alone. God is ready to guide us, just as he guided Saul through Samuel. Seeking God isn't failure, it's wisdom. Think of it like using a GPS in an unfamiliar city. You trust it to know the way. God sees the whole map of your life. Sometimes we think our problems are too small for him, but he cares about every detail. That tiny quarter shekel opened the door to God's plan for Saul. Your small act of prayer can do the same. When you're tired or lost, pause and turn to him. You don't need a grand gesture, just a willing heart. Like the servant who said, "Let's go ask the man of God," your simple decision can change everything. Don't underestimate the power of seeking God's direction. It can turn frustration into purpose. The journey to meaning starts with a single honest prayer. God is waiting to guide you, if you're willing to listen. The answers you seek may be just a prayer away. Trust him with your next step. Even the smallest faith can unlock a new future. That's the whisper we all need to hear. In Saul's time, money was real, silver and gold, heavy and valuable. A quarter shekel wasn't just a token, it was a piece of enduring wealth. Silver was the currency of daily life, trusted for its scarcity and stability. Unlike today's paper money, ancient coins had value you could hold. The servant's coin was like finding a $20 bill, small but meaningful. This ancient trust in real assets is resurfacing today. People are looking for stability in a world where money feels less certain. The servant's gift was more than a coin. It was a symbol of lasting value. Sometimes, the simplest things carry the greatest weight. For centuries, gold and silver were money. Now, that wisdom is making a comeback. Rising inflation and debt have people questioning the value of paper dollars. States like Texas and Florida are recognizing gold and silver as legal tender again. Texas even built a state-run bullion depository, a modern treasure chest for real assets. Other states are following, making it easier to use precious metals for savings and transactions. This isn't about replacing the dollar overnight, but offering a stable alternative. Gold and silver can't be printed. They hold value through history's ups and downs. The Bible's lessons on real wealth are more relevant than ever. In uncertain times, tangible assets offer security. Ancient wisdom is guiding modern choices. Understanding gold and silver is wise in today's economy. Real assets can protect your family and provide stability. But remember Saul's story. The coin opened the door, but the answer came from God. True treasure isn't in silver or gold, but in God's guidance. Financial security is good, but faith is greater. Our deepest success comes from a relationship with our Creator. Be wise with your resources, but don't put your trust in wealth alone. Gold can be lost, markets can crash, but God's love endures. The best investment is time spent seeking Him. Let your foundation be faith, not just finances. God is our rock and fortress. Seek His path, and you'll find a treasure that never fades. That's the wealth that truly lasts. Saul's story began with lost donkeys and ended with a king, because he sought guidance and took a humble step. The lesson: when you're lost, turn to God. He has the map. And in uncertain times, understanding real assets like gold and silver is wise stewardship. These two paths, spiritual and practical wisdom, go hand in hand. God wants us to be wise with our resources and dependent on Him for purpose. Learn about financial security, but place your ultimate trust in God. For practical guidance on precious metals, visit eltruedinero.com. May you find both wisdom and blessing on your journey ahead.